Randall and Rueff of Randall and Rueff Digital and Film Photography, Wedding and Event Photographer, doesn't do it for the money. He just loves to take pictures. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Canon EOS photographer Randall and Rueff here. Let me tell you a little story. This story starts with me selling a Jeep. I sold my Jeep. I got $1,100. $1,100. Not bad, considering it's used. It's a 1999. Had 165,000 miles. It had some problems. Nothing major, but long story short, I got $1,100, which is now sitting in a bank, drawing a little bit. By a little bit, I mean like 0.10 interest. Not very much at all. But I have $1,100. So check this out. 1,100. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. A little one. Close enough. Close enough. $1,100. So the best one I can possibly afford to get. Is the EOS-6D. Now, this would be, let's see, 20.2 megapixels. So my current camera is 8 megapixels. So this would be 2.5 times basically. Or, yeah, 2.5, because two times would be 16. Plus 4 would be 20. So actually, it's just a little bit over. It's 0.2 over. It's 0.2 megapixels more than 2.5 times. So drastic megapixel improvement. My ISO on my current camera goes from 100 to 1600. 1600. So the fact that this one goes not only to 1600 but 16,000, but over 16,000, goes to 25,600, and expandable to low 50, which is cool, and the high of 51,200, which I'll probably never use, but I might use 25,600. Maybe, I don't know. Point is, it's available 125.6. So considering mine can go from 100 to 1600 standard, this would be a drastic improvement, to say the least. 11 points autofocus, which is, I think my current one has 9. It might be 11. I'm not sure. Not a whole lot of improvement there. Maybe a little bit. But what this camera does and my current camera doesn't do is video. So let's see. Plus it has GPS built in, Wi-Fi built in. Let's see where the video is. Brilliant autofocus no matter the light. Check this out. Now it doesn't do 60 frames per second, but it doesn't do. I mean, there's cameras that do video better, no doubt about it. But it does 1080p at 30 frames per second, which would be the highest resolution, highest video capability of any camera I've ever owned. Obviously not the best out there by a long shot, but because there's cameras out there that do 1080p at 60 frames and 120 frames, and cameras that do 4K, 5K, 6K, 7K, 8K. Of course, those are very, very expensive. But this would be 1080p at 30 frames would be the highest resolution video camera I've ever owned, to say the least. I've never had a camera that did 1080. So, and it does it at 30 or 24. So I can do, it does 1280 at 60 frames. Well, that's not too bad. That's my be where I go. Either way, it would be the highest resolution camera for video I've ever had if I spent my money on this. So I really like the top display. Ooh, tingle on my foot. You can see where it's got Wi-Fi, GPS log. It doesn't have a flip screen. It has a standard screen, which is like, I don't think I'd want a flippy screen. Not because I don't like the flip screen idea. It's just without the flippy screen, with the built-in screen, it's more rugged and more durable. And I like the more rugged and durable as compared to the flip screen. I mean, I understand why some people would like the flip screen, but I prefer the non-flip screen because it's more durable. Without it, it makes it more rugged, and that's why I need more than a flippy flip screen. Now, places you can buy it. One of the places I would probably buy it would either be Adorama or B&H. Probably B&H. I bought stuff from Adorama before. Had a great experience. And of course, I bought stuff from B&H. I had a great experience there. But it's $9.99 there. $9.99 at this Focus Place. Beach camera. I may have bought something from there a long time ago. I don't remember. Look at this. It's $9.99 here. They want $2,000. It's crazy. But let's go to B&H. Not only do I get the camera, look at this. 32 gigabyte extreme SD high capacity SDHC, which stands for high capacity memory card. So it comes with a memory card, a shoulder bag, and a battery pack. So let's go over it quick. 20.2 megapixels, Digic 5, a single image processor, 3.8-inch screen on the back, full HD recording at 30 frames. Okay, 11-point autofocus. I'll have to look at what my old camera has. I think it's 9. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I don't remember. Native ISO 25 expanded to 4.5 frames per second. My last camera has 3.5, so it's not a big boost in frames per second. Built-in Wi-Fi and GPS connectivity, which is good, especially GPS. I don't know if I'd use Wi-Fi or not, but I'd definitely use GPS. 73-zone dual-layer metering sensor. In-camera high dynamic range and multiple exposure mode. That's cool. So this free stuff here you get with it is the disc, or the card, excuse me. The shoulder bag, which is not a big deal. But I'll take it. A battery pack. So I wish it had the grip. In fact, I think it's with the basic kit. Not the basic. There it is. The deluxe kit comes with the grip, the battery. But for $9.99, you get the camera plus the case, the disc. I keep on saying disc. It's a card and the battery, plus free shipping. So basically, it's and there's 0 tax collected outside New York and New Jersey. So it's literally $999 with free shipping and no tax. So it's $1,000. That'll give you $100 to spare. So I could do this right now if I wanted to. But what do I want? Let me show you what I really want. And that's this is what I want. The EOS-1D Mark II. Best of the best. Problem is, even now with a reduced price, it's $5,500, $5,499. I mean, let's talk about those videos. That's what comes with it. It comes with a battery charger, battery, neck strap. I think it's the eyepiece. Oh, that's the connected to cables. I think there's an eyepiece too. Oh, the eyepiece is already on the camera in that picture. But basically, it's a lot better. And it's the one I want. Let's go to where to buy. 54. Let's see if we can go to where's B&H. So we're talking about 20.2 megapixels, which is 2.5 times what I've got now. Dual digit, which is not only is it a lot faster, but there's two of them. 3.2-inch touchscreen, which does some touchy things. 4K video at 60 frames. 8.8 megapixel still grab, which my camera now doesn't even do 8.8. It does 8.0. 61 points autofocus, which is, again, I think mine does like 9, 10, or 11. I'm not even sure, to be honest, what my current one does. Up to 51,200. 14 frames per second is what everybody talks about. 14 frames. 16 in live view. I would only deal with 14 frames per second because I don't want to do live view, because the live view you lose autofocus. Which if you got it on a tripod or a mount of some kind, and you're taking a picture of, like, say, a still object, that's okay, fine. But in that situation, you don't need 16 frames per second, more likely. Dual pixel CMOS autofocus, movie servo autofocus, built-in GPS, CFast and CF card slots. Of course, those will be extra. But it's beautiful. It's heavy, but hey, I don't care. There's the top. Now, I have to admit, I kind of like the top of the 6D, the little LCD display right there. I have to admit, I kind of like the one in the 6D a little bit better. I'll admit that. But this is still pretty good. And it does a lot more than the 6D would ever do. Plus, it's got stuff on the back too. So, plus you would have to get an external battery grip for extended battery use. Let's see what you get if you get that. Oh. What the difference is. Pro 1000, Pro 100. I'm sure the Pro 1000 is better than that. Anyway, I wouldn't be getting that. I'd just be getting the body. But this is the camera I want. And the reason I want it is because it's the best camera available overall. It's awesome. Now, granted, when the next one, the Mark III comes out, I'll want that one more than this. But until then, or until Nikon comes up with something better, or Sony, or overall, this is the best camera on the market available right now. And the Mark III is going to be coming out, I think, next year. I could be wrong. It couldn't be until 2020. They said these things come in 4-year spans. So it may not, the Mark III may not be coming out till 2020, which would be a year and a half, almost 2 years from now. So, of course, depending on what time of the year it came out. But this is the camera I want. It's awesome. Can't afford it. That's the problem. I can afford the 6D. Right now, I can go out, and if I was going to not get a ham radio or try to save up for it, I could get the 6D. I couldn't get this right now unless I come into some money. Unless the lottery hits or somebody I know just donates some money. I can't afford this. I wish I could. I wish I knew how to afford it. And the thing is, if I could afford this, I also would have to afford either a CFast 2.0 card, and those are not cheap, especially if you get a really good high capacity one. Plus, I would want to get some new lenses, or at least one new lens, if not two, or three or four. So, I mean, okay, let's say I'm getting new lenses, and I could use one. I mean, all being said, I could use the lens I have, the one lens I have now, which is a 28-300. It's not a Canon 28-300. It's a Phoenix 28-300, which isn't going to be as good as the Canon 28-300. But I do have a lens I could use, so I wouldn't have to. I would not be required to get it. I would want to get new lenses, but I would not be required to. So having said that, I would have to get a CFast card. More than likely, I wouldn't if I wanted to do video or 4K video. If I'm not going to do 4K video, I can still. I got an 8 gigabyte CF card. I could use the one I'm using now and this one. So it would be. I wouldn't have to go out and get a new card. I would probably want to. In fact, I know I would want to. I'd want to go out and get a CFast card because even though they're more expensive, they're faster and have really high capacity. But I wouldn't have to. I could use the 8 gigabyte card I have now. It's lasted a long time. I've never had any problem with it. And this camera does both CFast and compact flash. So my compact flash of 8 gigabytes would work with this camera. But it's $5,400. It's basically, having said that, it's only $6,000 because, although it says zero tax collected outside New York. So okay, let's say it's $5,500. There's no tax, and I don't know how much shipping would be, but I'm sure it's gonna be like $10 or $20. That's not a big deal, all things considered. But this is the camera I want. And I can't afford it. So that's my life. I may just wait to get the ham radio. I don't know. Would I like to upgrade my camera? Yes, definitely. Could I upgrade it to the 6D? Yeah. Would I rather have this camera? Yes. Do I know how I'm going to get the money for this right now? No. So that's my prayer. I'm asking for wisdom. I think wisdom would say get the 6D. But the other part of me says maybe it's just better to wait. You've got a camera that you can use. Granted, it's not as good as either one of these, but save it up for the ham radio. But I'll be honest, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm praying for wisdom and guidance from the good Lord above. So that's that. So I'm just letting you know how I'm feeling and what I'm doing. And that's all I've got for now. I really don't know what to say. I wish I could afford. I'll tell you what, I know what I want to do. Let's compare to the $16. Alrighty, here we go. Let's do a little comparison here. Alright, we got $5,500 to $1,000. Obviously a lot more expensive. They're both EF lenses. They're both 20.2 megapixels, so that's good. The image quality is going to be the same. They're both full frame, that's cool. They both got 100 to 51,000. Hold on, first let's get a screen capture image for that. So in some ways I really like ISO. Well, the ISO was not the same exactly because the 1DX could go to 51,200, expandable to 409. And the 60 can go to 225, 600, expandable to really high if you go 51,200. So the 1DX Mark II wins on ISO range. And the shutter speed's better with, well, the different shutter, not just the shutter speed, but the range. It's better with 1DX. Focusing points, 61 compared to 11. 1DX wins again. Viewfinder coverage is 100% compared to 97, which isn't a big deal, but the 1DX on this side comes out better. 14 frames per second, 3.0 to 4. Yeah, the 1DX comes up a lot better. Built-in, neither one of them have a built-in flash. Autofocus during video. Well, the fact that the 6D doesn't have that's bad. The fact that the 1DX that does have it is cool. It's basically just different card types. Here, in my opinion, the 1DX comes ahead. Video recording, again, the 1DX comes ahead. Dimensions, I think that's kind of a tie. It just depends. Image processor, obviously the dual processors. First of all, it's Digi 6 compared to Digi 5. Then the fact that it has two of them. So, yeah, 1DX Mark II comes out ahead. LCD size is a little bit bigger, so the 1DX comes out. 1DX Mark II comes out better. The weight, well, obviously the 6D weighs less. Obviously, in fact, it's 24 to... It's over half the weight. But you're not getting as much. So, okay, granted, the 6D gets that one. But all things considered, I would give the win to the 1DX because it has so much more. But when it comes to weight, 6D is better. Battery life. Up to 1210. Is that images, I guess? Not applicable. Okay. So it says number of shots, 1,210. Battery life, camera body only, not applicable, viewfinder, blah, blah, blah. Well, obviously, the 1DX wins up here with 1,210. I'll be honest, I don't know who wins this one. I don't know. It looks like the 6D does, but since they don't have, the 1DX doesn't have any information, but I'll be honest, I don't know. I really don't know how to say who wins that. Or really who wins this one, to be honest with you. The fact that they don't have any information to compare with, I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know how it's not applicable. I just don't. I'll be honest, I don't know which one wins. Obviously, the 6D is a lot cheaper. Obviously, the 1DX Mark II is more expensive, but it does more. So is it worth the price? Yeah, if you have the money. And I don't have the money. I've got the money for the 6D, and I'm trying to figure out how to get the money for the 1DX Mark II and the additional things I would need to get if I got that camera. So, I don't know. It's just my life. I gotta sneeze here in a second, but there you have it. Sucks to be me. Could be worse. I do have a camera that works. It's just, one of these. I gotta sneeze here in a second, but anyway. I'm thankful to the good Lord for what I have. It's just that I want more. And right now I want the 1DX Mark II because it's the best on the market. And as long as it's the best on the market, I'll continue to want it. So until next time, I'm Canon EOS photographer, Randall and Rueff. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. God bless. Bye.